Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to compare two pairs of shoes that I wear quite frequently from my entire shoe collection. And they're my Hermes Oran Sandals in the gold color and the Hermes Aloha sandals in the color black. So if you were considering either pair of the shoes, or if you're debating between the two, or if you're curious about the wear and tear pros and cons of either pair of the shoes, please keep on watching. So I will go ahead and get started with my Hermes Oran Sandals. I've had these for I think about 3 years, since 2018. I didn't wear these as much last year because of COVID. I wasn't going anywhere. But for the 2 years, other than the last year, I had these shoes. I really wore them a lot, and you can kind of see the bottom of my shoe that it has worn with my footprints on them, so it has gotten dark on the leather. You can kind of see the prints of my toes on the leather, but when you really wear these, you can't really see those, so it doesn't really bother me. And this is in the gold color and then the box calf leather. The bottom of the shoes could look better. Unlike other designer shoes, I decided to not add the rubber soles in the bottom. So it's just worn, but then again, for how much I wore these, it's actually not bad. And then in the back, you can see the sole has worn a little bit. Yep, a little bit right there, as you can see. So I will continue to just wear these, I think, as is, without doing anything to the soles. And if anything really happens more in the next couple of years, then I might just get them resold completely. I also want to mention that this is a older model. So you can see the color of the leather is shown here, but towards the body of the shoe, you see different, kind of like a khaki color or beige. That's with the padding over here, but I think now, I'll insert a picture on the screen, they just do the same color leather all throughout the shoe, so it'll look more even, if you will. So I'll get to the pros of these shoes. I definitely think this is my favorite pair of sandals that I have ever owned, other than my Birkenstocks, you know, which are made for comfort, but these shoes go well with everything that I wear during the summer. During the winter time, I tend to wear more black, but during the summertime, I tend to wear more colorful clothing. And since this is just a very neutral tan color, it goes well with everything. I also think these are most comfortable shoes that I can wear while looking stylish. So just like the Birkenstocks, I could wear this pair of shoes like all day long. The only problem is that it doesn't have any arches added on the shoe. So if you're walking around all day, if you have high arches, you might find that your feet are a little bit tired, but I could definitely wear these for several hours during the day. I personally find them very comfortable. I don't have high arches, I have very flat feet. So the flat slides fit my feet very well, and I find these extremely comfortable. And another pro is that while these are a splurge and they're definitely expensive, they're also not as expensive as some of the other sandals that's out there in the market. And for that, I think it's just very highly wearable, and it just goes well with everything. So to me, despite the high price point, it's worth it for me. And then next up, I will kind of review the wear and tear of the Hermes Aloha sandals. These are new as of this year, so you will see that there's really not much wear to them. I've had these, I think, since March, and I've been wearing them pretty much daily since we got into the summer months. Let me just show you guys what these look like. So you'll see it kind of looks dusty, but you know, it's made of rubber, and that's bound to happen. It'll collect some dust, but good news is because they're made of rubber, you can just kind of wipe it down with wet wipes or Clorox wipes or whatever you might have. And it's just very simple, and it looks very similar to the Oran Sandals. It's the same slide style, just entire shoe is made of rubber. And then there's the Hermes logo. It's not actually colored, it's just collected dust, and from wearing it, it has turned color, so it shows the Hermes logo. And then the bottom, of course, is rubber again. And then it looks like this. And the back doesn't really have any wear because this is relatively new. So the biggest pro of the shoe for me was the price point. I believe the Aloha sandals are priced at $295 before taxes here in the United States versus the Oran sandals that are priced at $630, like the basic models. You can definitely go up above the the $1,000 mark if you get special kind of Oran sandals with special type of leather or jewels, things like that. So compared to the Oran sandals, this is just like below the half price, and even for that I think it's made extremely well. I am aware that these are rubber shoes, but compared to some of the flimsy flip-flops I've had before, these are made extremely well. I also think compared to some of the other rubber designer sandals, if such category does exist. For example, one of the most popular styles in the rubber sandals, I think, is the Valentino Rock Studs jellies. And I think those have a lot of sparkle to them, so they have a lot of studs on it. I think for me though, I prefer the classic style or classic silhouette when it comes down to shoes especially. These are much more of my style. I think these will last in your wardrobe a lot longer if you also prefer some of the classic styles. So I think these are great looking shoes for the price point. And another pro is that these are known to wear for a really long time because they are made of rubber. They will definitely last a lot longer than the Oran sandals, which not only have the leather that touches your feet, but also the soles that touches the ground. So now that I've covered the wear and tear and the pros of the shoes, I also want to kind of directly compare the cons and which one I would choose at the end of the day. So the biggest con of the Oran sandals is definitely the price point. If these were a little bit cheaper, I would own them in multiple colors because I like them so much. But $630 for a pair of shoes is a lot of money, and that's before taxes. If you live in a state, I think, where there is an Hermes boutique, we have one, I think, here in Atlanta. You do have to pay taxes, and I think I paid closer to $700 after taxes, and that's a lot of money. Other than that, though, I don't really have any other cons for me. Like I said, I wore these so much. Like for me, it has already really been worth every penny that I spent on these shoes because I wore them literally nonstop for about 2 years. And if I get a chance, I would love to get this in the black color. And then moving on to the Aloha sandals, the biggest con for me with these shoes is that they're made of rubber. It sounds kind of foolish thing to say, but hear me out. Compared to the Oran sandals and how this is made of leather and it does mold to your feet over time, as you can see, the soles have kind of curved, and the bottom of the shoe, you know, it'll mold to your feet as well, so they become really comfortable as you wear them. However, the Aloha sandals, because they're made of rubber, that won't happen. And if I wear these all day, and I did do that over the weekend, I could easily get blisters over here. And depending on how you walk, because they're made of rubber, it can also happen to you as well. So I had blisters or some skin trouble around here if I wore them by the pool, or if I wore these for an entire day. So I think that's the biggest con for me. It's not as comfortable as the Oran sandals. So between the two, if I could only pick one, if I had the funds to buy only one, my choice is pretty clear. I think at this point, I would still pick the Oran sandals. If you have the funds to buy both of them, I think they're both great. The Oran sandals are perfect for kind of everyday wear. You can wear them with like business casual if you go into an office, or it goes well with any kind of like a casual outfit or your dresses and things like that you might want to wear during the summer. But if you're looking for kind of like a sturdy pair of shoes as kind of like your secondary pair, I think this is a great option for you, especially if you prefer your sandals to be a little bit more plain. That'll go well with more of your colorful outfits, like I said. And you can easily wear these by the water, so by the pool and by the beach, and all you have to do is wash them off. And I think this can be also very versatile. But if I had to pick only one pair, it's very clear that I would definitely always pick my Oran sandals. So I know this was kind of like a short video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the Oran sandals or the Aloha sandals. I know Aloha sandals are kind of hard to come by. They pop into the Hermes online store. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but it comes and goes quite frequently, so you might just need to check the website often if you are not in a position to go to a boutique. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions about either pair of the shoes, please leave me a comment down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one.